Hey guys, it's Paradise, and today we have an exciting new guide on the Monster Hunter Wilds weapons new moves, which is a series we'll be doing for all of the weapons. These are quick and handy videos going over the new moves, what they do, how to use them, and everything you need to know to get started with these weapons in Monster Hunter Wilds. We already have a bunch of guides on the channel for many of the other 14 weapons, and we'll do the rest of them. So let us know what you think of these new moves and which weapon you want us to cover next, and drop a like below to show support and subscribe for more Wilds every day. In this video, we'll be jumping, slashing, and flipping on the awesome Insect Glaive, or as I like to call it, the Winsect Glaive, or as many others call it, the Bug Stick. The Insect Glaive in Monster Hunter Wilds may have lost its helicopter-style bouncing, but it still features a highly aerial playstyle utilized mostly for repositioning while still dishing out damage. But this bounce loss comes with an incredible trade-off when it comes to being able to dish out impressive damage and the general ease of playing the weapon. We gain a new powerful grounded and aerial charged attack, the ability to attack with our Kinsect while in focus mode to auto-gather essences, and all of this combined with a new essence-consuming finisher that looks incredible, has you going for a new and devastating playstyle while still being airborne fairly often. Perhaps the most exciting, impactful, and strongest new addition to the Insect Glaive is the Rising Spiral Slash. This is a new powerful finisher attack that you gain access to when you have all 3 essences stored, but it will also consume these 3 essences and regather essences during the attack. This can be comboed into after following up with a charged circle attack, which will require having the red essence, but you need all 3 for the finisher anyway. After a charged circle attack, both grounded and aerial, you can hold L2 and press circle to execute this new finisher. This will consume all 3 essences and leap you into the air with a flashy spiral attack as your Kinsect flies around you, regathering essences during the attack as you fly up. This means you're likely to get 1 to 2 essences back, and if you position well, you can regather all 3 of them. This is a very impressive damaging move and seems to deal a lot of attack, which makes sense given it consumes all 3 essences. And speaking of essences, when gathering essences with your Kinsect, you can now hold R2 to see the color of essence per body part on the monster. This means it's much easier to learn and check where you need to hit to gather these essences. You can also see how long the essences have left by the colors blinking, and the Kinsect stamina bar is easy to keep track of, which decays as the Kinsect is left out attacking. Typically, this is consumed when you mark a monster, which you can even do airborne with R2 and R1 together, which is great for marking hard-to-reach places. The Kinsect in the demo we have so far can even hold 2 essences at once, as seen by the Kinsect icon being split in half. Certain moves also open this up, allowing the Kinsect to collect 3 essences at once during the Rising Spiral Slash and your Focus Strike. Another source of this is Kinsect Harvest Extract when charged up, which only takes about a second of holding R2 and triangle. This enhances the attack, making your staff's base glow intensely, and this will send the Kinsect forwards with a spinning force, piercing through the monster and collecting multiple extracts as it travels through the monster. Plus, it opens the Kinsect up as said before, allowing you to collect 3 instead of the usual 2 at any time by charging. You can even use this while the Kinsect is already out, which makes collecting all 3 essences at once much easier than you would think. Our red essence, however, will no longer enhance a variety of our attacks. That's now been moved to having all 3 essences stored. Instead, our red essence now allows us to charge our circle attack, giving us access to Descending Slash with just red essence, which can be charged up to 2 times, signified by the glowing and then more intense glowing of the staff blade. The difference in charge level is how much damage you will deal, with the first charge level hitting for 12, 7, 10, and 20 damage for 49 damage total. A fully level 2 charge, however, deals 16, 10, 13, and 26 damage for a total of 65 damage. This is a 28.07% difference for the total damage dealt. Having all 3 essences though upgrades this move to the strong descending slash, allowing you to combo into the rising spiral slash finisher with L2 and circle after. But we need to talk about this new move for a little bit, as it has some extremely useful and strong applications. You can hold down and keep the charge of this move when executing other attacks, allowing you to do a quick strong descending slash as a follow-up in the middle of or at the end of your combos. It can even be charged and held before, after, and during aerial vaults and aerial moves. This means you can start charging by holding circle, then vault into the air with R2 and X, and immediately afterwards release circle to do the strong descending thrust. This has you stab towards the ground and immediately follow up with the grounded charged attack. You can also reposition with X mid-air, and reposition again mid-air with a triangle input for a strong jumping advancing slash, and release circle at any time during this attack to cancel into strong descending thrust. This means you have complete control over where you want to land while staying out of danger and continuing to attack in the air. This is extremely useful for comboing into rising spiral slash. But going back to essences, the white essence will increase our movement speed and jump height. The orange will give us access to flinch free. Having white and red will increase our attack, which when I tested this went from 316 to 347, which is around a 9.8 or rounded up 10% increase. White and orange will increase our defense, which when testing went from 31 to 34 for around a 10% increase. Having all 3 essences enhances certain moves like red used to, and further increases attack from 347 to 362, which all in all is around a 15% increase from the base attack of 316. Green essences also see a return here, and are a great way to recover some health because of all of the new additions we have for gathering essences. New in Wilds is the Kinsect combo though. By using L2 for focus mode, you can have your Kinsect attack the monster with you, which will also automatically collect and bring back essences to you during your attacks. The Kinsect's trajectory will change based on your attacks while doing this, and this allows you to more easily build up and store essences without even having to directly control your Kinsect, although that is still available if you prefer. This Kinsect combo is actually really good and has some good range to it, meaning you can even use this when out of melee range of the monster, as your Kinsect shoots forwards and auto-gathers that essence. You can use both triangle and circle attacks to gather essences this way. A quick tip for gathering essence easily at a medium distance by doing this is to hold focus mode with L2 and use backwards circle to do a dodge slash that shoots your Kinsect straight forwards in a line, making it very easy to aim at a monster even when you're at that sort of medium range distance. Turning on focus mode's toggle makes this whole process a bit easier, and once active means just a single toggle of focus mode will keep it up, so you don't have to worry about holding this down during attacks, helping automate the process. This is very good for quickly gathering essences, and you still have the ranged option with R2 if the monster is far away, flying, or too dangerous to get close to. Furthermore, the Kinsect combo is actually enhanced when you have all 3 essences, making the Kinsect fully support you while attacking with focus mode. Making use of the new sidestep slash into sidestep slash combo when fully enhanced with your extracts will have the Kinsect spin and attack with you and around you like crazy. This not only looks awesome but is also very strong, and considering you can use blunt Kinsects, you can get KOs with this fairly consistently. We also have an awesome new focus strike called the Focus Soaring Thrust. By holding L2 for focus mode and pressing R1, we will do a thrust and then kickback. If we connect to a wound or weak point, this will have us shoot our Kinsect out after the kickback like a grenade, piercing through the monster, popping multiple wounds on the way for massive damage, and the Kinsect will then return to you, having automatically gathered all 3 types of essence. This focus strike is amazing for the Insect Glaive when it comes to quickly gathering all of our essences. This move can also be done mid-air, allowing for a fast and easy way to target hard-to-reach wounds, and this allows us to do some devastating combo loops for spamming Rising Spiral Slash. With good positioning or wounds present on the monster, we can quickly go into looping several Rising Spiral Slashes with an awesome combo. Make sure you have all 3 essences, and then start to charge your circle, Strong Descending Slash on the ground, or use it in the air for the strong descending thrust version. You can then follow this up with Rising Spiral Slash with R2 and Circle. This will end you mid-air as you jump up. If your Kinsect gathered all 3 essence types as it span around you, then you can loop and repeat. Otherwise, while mid-air, you can use your Focus Strike on a wound, which will both deal damage and give you back those 3 essences. This then allows you to loop this powerful combo as long as you have wounds or your positioning is kept up. You usually will get 2 essences from the Rising Spiral Slash if you hit the monster with it, which means even if there's no wounds or you don't get all 3, you can quickly gather the last essence needed to repeat the combo. Like with all weapons, we have access to a mounted weapon attack with R1 that does a double slash and helps make wounds quickly. Hitting a wound with R1 will then cause the new mount finisher, which looks amazing and is the new ultimate spin to win attack. While riding our Sacred, we do have access to several different attacks though. We can hold down triangle to do a series of slashes as we ride, and interestingly enough, this actually collects essences from the monster too while riding, meaning you can keep your essences up when the monster flees, or use it at the start of a fight. For the dismount attack, you can press triangle and circle to do a jumping series of slashes, ending with a strong hit. This is great for opening a fight and triggering mounts. Outside of this, you have your jumping attack. Jumping with X and pressing triangle will trigger the jumping advancing slash, or the strong jumping advancing slash if you have all 3 essences. You can also jump with X and press R2 for the Kinsect mark target aerial version, which will mark where you attack for your Kinsect to repeatedly hit it. We know of 4 dust types so far from the weapon notes: Blast, Poison, Paralysis, and Recovery. So there you have it, the Insect Glaive is looking particularly spicy with this new combo and rotation. But what do you think about all of this? Drop a like below if you enjoyed this new moves guide, and subscribe for more wilds coming your way very, very soon.